What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. We have Lego Movie 2, the video game, and it is available now on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Steam, and digitally on Nintendo Switch. And it comes with a ton of fun playable characters, like most Lego games, and this is going to be my top 10 list, my top 10 favorites. I'll be honest, I have a bias when it comes to this this game and the characters within it. I'm a huge fan of comic books, as you guys know. It's probably why you follow me on this here YouTube channel. And I just love comic book characters, and obviously with them having a bunch of DC Comics characters in the game, they are going to dominate my list, and it is what it is. I wanted to give a little nod to General Mayhem here. This is the Shimmer version of General Mayhem, one of 3 different General Mayhems you can unlock. I had to get a Lego Friend character on the screen because, as you can see, there are Lego Friends characters in this game for the first time, and it's pretty cool. And, I mean, it's not my thing personally, but I think it's cool that they're kind of branching out and allowing stuff like that. So, General Mayhem is an honorable mention because her minifig is just pretty cool. But, alas, let's go ahead and get right into my top 10 list. And at number 10, we have a very interesting choice. Abe Lincoln. So, I know there are going to be people outside of America that are like, what is Abe Lincoln? And Abe Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, if you will, was President of the United States of America. A lot of people consider him the greatest president of all time. And he is also a vampire hunter. I think there's like a movie or game or something out there. It's like Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter. And this seems to be a nod to that. And I just thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious when he popped up in the movie. I thought it's even more hilarious that he actually has an actual minifigure. And, you know, I guess it's just appropriate that here he is in the game, straight out of Apocalypseburg, and it's hilarious. So I know there are a lot of people that around the world that might not appreciate it, but I most certainly did. At number 9, we have Fox Girl, and you know, there's a lot of characters in the game that are basically furries, I guess. They're wearing like furry suits and whatever. And there have been plenty of characters like these in a lot of Lego games. But this is by far my favorite. And it's adorable. It looks like the Firefox in the web browser. I love it. I think she's great. There aren't many characters that are like just straight up, generic characters on my list. And I thought, I just love this one and the design and the look so much that I had to get her on there. So number 9, we have Fox Girl. At number 8, we have Lord Vampire, coming in hot, making another top 10 list. This is the Apocalypseburg version of Lord Vampire, so he's got a little bit of armor on. I think that's hilarious. Lord Vampire, I believe at one point when I did a top 10 list for Lego Worlds, was my favorite character there. And I believe he ranks very highly on my Lego City list, because I'm pretty sure he's in Lego City too, right? I don't know. He's always awesome, and I just really do appreciate him here. So, yeah, it's kind of continuing the tradition. I always love this piece. I was born on Halloween, so it's just appropriate for me all the way around. So at number 8, we have Lord Vampire. At number 7... we have, if I can find him, there he is, Rex, Asteroid Breaker. So this is Rex Danger Vest. Unfortunately, his jetpack doesn't work. I think that was a bit of a mistake on TT's part to kind of strip all these characters of their abilities, what it looks like they should just absolutely do. I understand that, there is the jet wings that they kind of want you to put on and only use that to kind of access different areas, but I can't help myself. I do think that the jetpack characters should be able to fly a little bit. Superman should be able to fly, Green Lantern, stuff like that. Like, these characters have abilities, and, it's an expectation, and I don't think it's an unreasonable expectation to have these. And once you give the fans something, it's really, really hard to walk it back. So, I love this character, though, because honestly, like, it's just a fun-looking character. He looks cool. He busts out his little, raptor, but all the Rexes kind of do that. I probably could have picked any number of the Rexes, but this one's just cool because he kind of reminds me of Master Chief. And I'm a little disappointed that we also took a little bit of a step back in the character creator because you can't actually change any of the colors of the gear. So that would have been cool. I would have changed this basically to all green and called him Master Chief, but alas, not an option. So at number 7, we have Rex, Asteroid Breaker, and there's his little raptor. I was kind of waiting for that. So I love these kind of animations and idle animations and stuff. So at number 6, we have Batman, and I want this minifig. I'm under the impression that there's a solo minifig that you can buy if you're like a VIP member of the like Lego Rewards group, and I don't know how to get it. I'm not paying eBay price either. He's in a couple sets, and I just don't think I'm ever gonna buy those sets. I don't like. I know one of them is Emmett has a like a weird vehicle. Let's bust it out. I also didn't even mention Abe Lincoln's little chariot. This thing right here, the tricycle. I don't want that set. I've considered getting it, but I just don't want it, and I just want this minifig. So I think this minifig is so cool. This is obviously the Apocalypseburg version of Batman, and I really think it's awesome. It's probably my most wanted minifig right now, like an IRL, if you will. Plus he busts out his guitar, and he starts rocking like he's in Kiss. Or maybe Metallica, or, I mean, I don't know. Certainly not a real heavy metal band, but I mean, I guess Metallica used to be. Whatever. Anyway, at number 5, we have Benny, the Systarian version. And I don't know, man. Like, Benny is a favorite of mine. Spaceship! And again, jetpack, no flight. Love the glasses. Love his, like, very, very cheesy 80s animation on his chest piece. I love that he kind of, like, runs in slow motion, kind of. Like, he kind of hops like he's in gravity and whatnot. So I have a feeling one of the dogs is about to start barking, of course, as I make this video. But yeah, man, like when I saw this in the movie, I was like, oh, that is genius. So genius, and I loved it. So I'm so glad that it translated into the game, because not every character that's in the movie ended up translating into the game. So at number 5, we have Benny Systarian. Speaking of Systarian and characters that do not quite have their abilities, we have the Flash Systarian. And I don't know why, but like the glitter Flash, like the the bedazzled Flash, if you will, is just hilarious to me. And I love the Flash in general. I'm so disappointed that he's not a speedster. This was a little short-sighted. I feel like you can't have the Flash in the game if he's not the Flash. Now, what I will say, and the reason why I want to highlight that, because I don't like to make my top 10 video like negative or anything, but the reason why he can't run is because everybody on this Systarian world here is basically mind-controlled. So, like, they don't have any of their abilities because they're repressed. So it makes sense, you know, like Wonder Woman over here, Systarian Wonder Woman, you know, she doesn't have her abilities either. The problem, though, with the logic is they also included a regular Flash. And regular Flash doesn't have his abilities anyway either. And you would think that, you know, a character not having their abilities because of the Systarian part, you know, I don't know. I really feel like if they're going to have 2 Flashes, it can't be to pad the numbers. And that's what it feels like. You know, this version is fine with no powers if they gave powers to the regular version of the Flash. But it is what it is. Either way, I kind of think this is a cute little way to have the Flash in the game, because he is in the movie as well. At number 3, so this is going to be, I mean, it's a little cheap, but whatever. At number 3, we have the Shimmer version of Batman. And I don't know, all the Shimmer versions, I could have probably put every single Shimmer version of the character on my top 10 list. I don't know what it is about it, but I just love it. It's got like this white with like a bluish tint to it, and they look so cool. Batman's eyes being all blue is so cool looking. These are really great pieces, and I know that they're repetitive, but I kind of like having these extra versions, you know, of all the main characters. So like Lucy has one, and Metalbeard, and you know, we already saw General Mayhem's. They all have kind of like these versions, and of course he likes to rock out as well. So, you know, at number 3 we have the Shimmer version of Batman. At number 2 we have Gold Batman. Okay, look. Batman obviously is awesome, and again, I could probably do a whole top 10 list of all the gold version of the characters. All the main characters have a gold version as well, and the final secret level is called Goldtropolis, which is actually an all gold level. It's awesome. Like, this is a really cool thing. One of the best parts about the game is the bonus level, and I know that it's just basically my 3rd Batman on the list. But I mean, when I did tell you I have a DC Comics bias when it comes to the characters, and you know, you guys are asking me who are my favorite characters, and I'm just being honest. So, Gold Batman is awesome, and so is Gold every other character. So my favorite character in the game, number 1 on my list, is Green Lantern. This is the Apocalypseburg version of Green Lantern, and I absolutely love the fact that he's missing a tooth and that he's got all this sick armor. And there is the Apocalypseburg Lego set that retails for $300 that I want just so I can get this minifig. I saw it in person in New York City when I went down to, I got to go to a Lego store down there, and the set is just so cool. But for $300, I couldn't pull the trigger, and it's just so big. I don't know where I would put it. But this minifig is a big reason why. Like everything else, I do really wish he could fly. But, you know, it is what it is, and we'll just live with it. So there are so many great characters here. I think a lot of people could find very, very different lists. You know, Puppercorn almost made my list. I almost wanted to put the mini doll version of Wonder Woman. I mean, there's some really cool characters here, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. And, you know, for me, obviously focusing on the DC comic characters is a no-brainer. But I'd love to know, once you guys get your hands on the game and play it, who are your favorite characters in the game. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. We'll see ya.